When the circus came to town. When the circus came to our town, we were all excited. It was a small, remote place, and events like this were rare. I remember the posters going up, advertising the greatest show on earth. My friends and I couldn't wait to see it. We saved up our allowances and marked the days on our calendars. The day finally arrived. The circus set up on the outskirts of town, in a big, empty field. The tents were enormous, colorful, and full of promise. We eagerly made our way there, joining the throngs of townspeople. The smell of popcorn and cotton candy filled the air, and the sounds of laughter and music added to the excitement. Inside the big top, we found our seats. The lights dimmed, and the show began. Acrobats soared through the air, defying gravity with their breathtaking stunts. The clowns, with their exaggerated makeup and oversized shoes, made everyone laugh. The animals, too, were spectacle lions, elephants, and horses, all performing incredible tricks. But then something strange happened. The ringmaster, a tall man with a booming voice and a black top hat, introduced a new act. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, prepare to be amazed by the incredible, the extraordinary, the one and only, Xandar the magician. Xandar was unlike any magician I'd ever seen. He wore a long, dark robe, and his eyes seemed to pierce right through you. He performed tricks that defied explanation. Cards appeared and disappeared, objects levitated, and he even seemed to read minds. The crowd was mesmerized, myself included. As the night went on, Xandar's tricks became darker, more unsettling. He called for a volunteer from the audience, and my best friend, Jack, eagerly raised his hand. Xandar beckoned him forward and instructed him to lie down in a large, ornate box. With a flourish, Xandar closed the lid and began to chant in a strange language. The box started to shake, and the air around it grew cold. I watched in horror as the box opened, and Jack was gone. In his place was a lifeless, grotesque figure, twisted and contorted. The crowd gasped, and a few people screamed. Xandar smiled, but it wasn't a reassuring smile. It was sinister. Before anyone could react, the tent was plunged into darkness. Panic set in, and people scrambled to find the exits. I stumbled through the chaos, my heart pounding. When the lights finally came back on, the circus performers were gone. The tents were empty, and the field was silent. We searched for Jack, but he was nowhere to be found. The authorities conducted an investigation, but they found no evidence of the circus ever being there. It was as if it had vanished into thin air. The townspeople tried to move on, but the memory of that night lingered, haunting us all. Years later, I still think about that night. I can still see Xandar's piercing eyes and hear his sinister laughter. I wonder what happened to Jack and where the circus went. But most of all, I wonder if it will ever come back. Follow for more.